Good afternoon, everyone. We're all 49ers. I'm Grant Cohn. This is Jack Hammer. We've been doing this for the last couple weeks, I think. Last week, maybe just 1 week. We're going to be breaking down the film today. And Jack Hammer is going to be the leader. This is his day to shine. I'm going to be releasing my own little snippets throughout the week. So Eric Armstead, if you're watching, you better watch out because you're not off the hook. But today is Jack Hammer's day. And he's got a list of plays that he's going to go through that he finds interesting, and he's going to explain, and I'm going to be watching along with you guys, and I'll interject from time to time, but I don't want to talk over Jack too much. So, Jack, let's get right into it. Starting with Jimmy, what's the first play we're looking at?
Perfect. Yeah, let's start off with some good Jimmy here. Beginning of the second half, 14-21.
All right, let me share the screen real quick. Okay, here we go. 14-21. Take us through it.
So we're going to start right off with the touchdown throw to Kittle, because this is a really nice play. 4th and 2 with the motion.
Got to have it.
Yeah, and he sees that it's man, I think, pretty early here. So he knows he's going to have Kittle open.
Yeah.
He hits him right off the break. Nice throw. Hits him right on the numbers. And once Kittle clears the safety, there's nobody there. So he's gone.
So let's see it from the other angle. Here's Kittle right here. It's going to be pressure at his face. Not the easiest throw.
No.
He's
got the guy coming right up the field at him, and he stares it down and he makes the throw right on time. You see he's throwing the ball as Kittle's breaking. So that's really nice timing on the throw.
Right, because 69 basically has a clear shot.
Correct.
This guy right here. Because 63, I mean, Garland has to pick one. Yep. 69 comes through. Jimmy doesn't flinch. And you got to say that placement is just about as good as it could be, right?
Yeah, he hits him right. You can't help throw this one in much better. He hits him right in the numbers as he's running into the ball.
Because theoretically, if he throws it behind him, it's not a touchdown.
Right. If he throws this one behind him at all and slows him down, that safety is probably going to be able to get Kittle around the ankles and stop him right there. It would still be a nice
what else
play.
Did you see?
It's going to be a first down. My only negative, and I'm going to just say a little negative. I know we're focusing on good Jimmy on this one, but if you look at his film here and watch as he throws this ball and he's bailing out, yep. And if you go back and you watch his play from early 2018 and back in 2017 when he joined the team, this isn't something that you saw him do.
That turn at the end, right? This turn.
Right. That throw where he's just kind of bailing, right? He's throwing it and then he's turning to protect himself. And that's really not something that we saw from him in 2017 and 2018. And we're seeing that this year, and we saw a little bit last year too. And it's really what's causing some of his inconsistencies, I think.
And I hate to say, speculate as to why he's doing this, but this is something that's you hate to see it after a guy's gotten paid, because when a guy's gunning for that contract, he's going to take the hits and kind of play maybe with a little bit more courage than he normally has. And what are you going to do after you've got the big signing bonus? And now it's you have a very big investment that is your body that you need to protect. And I feel like he's kind of been this way since he's become one of the richest players in the league. But maybe that's not what the issue is. He's just gotten hurt a lot.
I don't know if it's about I really think it's because of that knee injury. And
knee injury.
He's that's his front knee, and he's just really protecting his body.
Anyway, it's a hell of a throw while bailing out, right?
It sure was. It was a really good play. That's just a little negative thing, but it's, when you look at this, when I saw this live, I was like, ooh, that's a really nice one.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go to the next good Jimmy.
The next one's going to be in the second half. This is, we've gone through also in the second quarter.
Okay.
6:53 of the second quarter. We've kind of
here we go.
All the completions to the receivers on the little, forward handoffs basically, and the swing passes. And now we're getting into Shanahan starting to get into dialing up more of his normal offense.
Okay.
And this is a dig route to Bourne.
Ooh, I love this play design as well. What do you see first?
Well,
it's a hell of a throw.
I like the way that Garoppolo steps right into it on this one. He doesn't have anybody around him, so this is a little bit different. And he's really stepping in, and you see as he throws, his feet are in perfect position, and you can see he's just nice and comfortable as he throws it. And he puts it right on Bourne here.
Yeah, let's see it from the end zone so you can get a feel for what he was dealing with in the pocket. This guy coming in, he just flicks it with his wrist. He doesn't really get his whole body into his throws, but he can do this, which, no one else in the team can do. And it's perfect. It's right in stride.
Yeah. And this is once again, this is Shanahan really playing to the strengths of his quarterback. They've got the open field, but this is where Garoppolo shines the most.
Yeah, and when I watched this play this morning, I put this in the good Shanahan play. I felt like this is one that Shanahan would say, like, anyone should be able to make this throw. Although it is a nice throw, but it's like by putting the 3 receivers to one side, he knew that he was going to get zone coverage on that side. And watch how he isolates this poor guy who's in outside leverage and really not in a position to cover an in-breaking route. You got his help to the inside occupied on this. That's Ayuk running a curl. And you got this guy occupied. So he's in a position where he has to cover a dig from outside leverage. That's a guaranteed win for Kendrick Bourne. It's just a great play call if you know that zone defense is coming, and you can pretty much guess it's coming when you put 3 receivers to one side, right?
Yeah. And Shanahan does a very good job of this quite often.
Yeah,
with this plays, and you see that also from McVay. All the guys that are running this similar type of concepts.
Absolutely,
you see this.
It's fun to see a genius type coach pick apart it, just move a defense the way he needs to move it, create space. It's interesting to see.
Yeah, no, definitely. And
what's the next one?
The next one's going to be just I think maybe 1 or 2 plays later. It's 6-11 of the second quarter.
Let me get there. 6-11. So this is going to be what, first and 10? This is the next play.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, this is the next throw to Bourne. These are
first and 10. Yeah. Oh, they were back to back. Correct. This is going to be the play action dig route. I mean, the deep over, right? I think it's the deep over. So Bourne's over here. It's going to go all the way across. Oh, I love this play design too. Okay, talk about it, Jack.
Yeah, no, just the fact that they have this back to back, and these are really the 2 best throws that Garoppolo had. 3 of the best throws that Garoppolo had down the field all game.
Yeah, really. This was a really nice throw. The throws that he can throw like on a flat trajectory, he nails.
Yeah, well, when you see him like this, where he's on time, he's just he's bouncing, he hits his
Easy.
step and he throws. This is when Garoppolo's on time. That's when he throws best. When he's got to pat the ball, hold it. That's when he's he kind of loses accuracy.
I see, but I like the bounce in his step. He's in great rhythm here. He gets his back foot off. Honestly, this is the most zip I've seen him throw a ball all season.
Yeah,
he really gets everything into it. Boom.
Yeah,
it's a nice throw.
Yeah. He hits hits that last step, hitches, and gone. Boom.
Yeah, perfect. Hell of a throw. This is the kind of stuff I was looking for in camp. Like, can he do it still? He can do it still. It's just that he doesn't always do it. Boom.
Yeah, no, and there's a lot of reasons for it, but one of them is just him doing it.
Real quick, let's dissect how Shanahan created this opening against zone coverage. You got, I think, a quarter's look, unless this guy drops down. Let's see. But basically, what's cool is how he uses this, what do you call it, orbit motion, ghost motion. Mm-hmm. So he's trying to put this guy in a bind, right? He can't drop. Normally he'd be dropping, but these 2 of them are looking at Debo. And so now you got basically a one-on-one between 43 and 84.
Right.
So these guys are like, keep going.
That step up by the linebacker is what creates the space for him to get the ball in behind him to Bourne.
Right. So you have the play action fake getting the linebackers, and then Debo coming around affecting them too, and you're trying to get to Bourne. That's cool.
Yeah, exactly. And this is something that you see a lot with the 49ers. They run this kind of concept quite a bit.
They do. And I don't know if you remember, but before the Super Bowl, when the Rams ran it against the Patriots, Kyle Shanahan was on NFL Network. They interviewed him. They said, what's a play do you think Sean McVay could have success with against the Patriots defense? I think he drew up this one. He's like, I want to take a deep shot on a deep over route, and I'm going to occupy this guy with this orbit motion. And I think this is what he drew up on national television 2 years ago. I don't know if you saw that little segment, but it's my job to watch every freaking media opportunity that Kyle has. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, I remember that play. It does work. And he used it against Sean McVay. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. All right, what's the next one?
So that's the good Jimmy. Let's go into a little bit of the bad Jimmy. Let's go to 7:58 of the 4th. We're going to jump around here a little bit.
Okay, cool. And I'm going to remind myself not to talk over you, Jack, because I get excited.
No, we both are. It's okay.
7:58 4th, right? Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I already know. Okay. Yeah, it's a good place to start.
Yeah. We'll start here because this is really the worst. I mean, we go back a couple weeks and 49er fans just went crazy over this throw when it was coming from Mullins. So let's go ahead and roll it.
All right, guys. Okay, here we go. So the key, is this the right play?
It is. Let's go ahead and let it run first. And then
yeah. I was like, where is use check? Okay, there he is.
Let's go ahead and restart it.
Sure.
Just
use check motions
what,
out here. Okay.
Yeah, motions out there. They've been setting this play up all throughout the game with
Right.
using 12 personnel and even 21 this way. And really what happens here is I don't know what Garoppolo's doing once he hits the top of his drop, because he's looking off to the right or something. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he basically causes the pressure on this play.
Okay.
At this play, right, if you stop it right there,
yeah,
this play is wide open for Juszczyk. He's already got both the safety and the corner running to the middle of the field. At this point, Garoppolo should see this and know that there's nobody's going to be there. There's no reason for him to be looking up to the right side of the screen because the Rams.
Yeah, let's pause it from this angle right here. So he turns his head around now. First of all, where's he looking?
I think he's
okay. Now he sees him
right there. He's looking right down the middle of the field. I don't know why he doesn't just do his little
now
like we saw before, and that ball should be coming out right now.
Throw it now.
Instead,
that's unnecessary. Good call.
Mm-hmm. Instead, he lets the man get into his face, and then you see there's the drop of his shoulder, throwing himself back.
And again, look at his left foot. Like he's opened his as you say in baseball, he's opened the bucket. He's not. Yeah, dude, what are you doing?
And he's falling away from the throw. This is all on Garoppolo. People are going to say he's getting pressure, but the only reason he's getting pressure is because he's holding the ball for I don't know what reason. There's no reason for him to be.
Back foot hits there, hitch and go, boom, throw now.
Yep,
don't do that. And that again, how do you if Jack getting inside the quarterback's mind here? Why does he hesitate? Is he protecting himself?
That's the first thing, I'm wondering if he's just not seen it, or if he's looking off to the right, like he's thinking he's going to be, trying to get a little too fancy here and look off of safety when, everybody on the defense is running away from Juszczyk at this point.
Or if he's saying, I'm going to take a big hit, I need to get myself in position to make this throw and protect myself simultaneously.
Yeah, and if he's doing that, then it's a
problem.
Yeah,
because what is Kyle Shanahan's number one attribute that he looks for in quarterbacks?
Toughness. Yes,
and why does he like CJ Beathard?
Because he
doesn't flinch.
Yeah,
because he wants to get hit. He's like Steve-O from Jackass. Yes,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He wants the pain. Like Jimmy, come on, you got to do better than that. Good eye, Jack. When I saw this play, I was just like, man, he's got to make that throw. Sure, he got some pressure. No, the pressure was his fault. Great eye.
Yeah. That's really that's on that one. So the next one, let's jump to back to the second quarter, 155.
Okay.
Down at the goal line.
All right. The touchdown.
Not quite the touchdown.
Oh, 155, not 151. Cool. Okay. The play before the touchdown. Sounds
good. So we're gonna go. He's gonna be going to Taylor here.
Okay. All right.
And what you see as this play rolls is again he's late on this throw. There's two bad things. First, he's late, and second, it's just really poor.
Oh my God! This should have been an interception.
Right there, the ball's coming out of it. Should be, it should be coming out. But this throw needs to be almost towards the pylon. He's got to throw this away from the DB.
This is kind of like sprint right option, right?
It is.
I mean, it is. Yeah.
Except for without the motion, like they used to run back with Walsh. But that ball should be out of his hand
already. Yeah.
And more, and it's got to be almost towards the pylon. This ball
way inside.
Yeah.
Put it here.
Yeah. When you get really into it, the centrifugal force of the ball spin to the right is going to make it go to the right more often. So it makes
it'll sink.
Yeah, but you really got to force that ball out there. This is really similar to the play that the Rams ran in the third quarter.
Yes.
It's the same play, really. The difference between the two is that Goff puts the ball where he's supposed to, and the receiver just makes the drop. And this one, the receiver's open, and Garoppolo makes a poor throw.
Yeah, and look at it flutter, too. It didn't come out of his hand right. What is that?
Yeah.
It's strange.
You saw that from him a little bit. It could be a little bit of his hand. It could be the fact that he's jumping off of his right ankle. So maybe that too.
Oh, good point. That's the ankle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
So those are the two things. But that ball, even with a flutter, it's okay. But if that ball's over into that right corner, it's not going to be.
Also, from Shanahan's perspective, how can you call a lot of bootleg right passes when that requires you to throw off of your right ankle?
True.
So one leg pass, that's hard. I hadn't thought of that. Almost better to roll to your left, although that's a tough pass too. Yeah.
Well, I always found myself that rolling to my left was easier, and the reason being because it forced me as a thrower to open my front shoulder while doing it.
Interesting.
You really have to get yourself around, but it's just a natural, easy throw when you're rolling to your left. A lot of people don't think that, but
Yeah,
I'm a little weird. So
real quick before we go on to the next clip, for the audience watching at home, if you think we're being too negative on Jimmy Garoppolo, he did play a good game, but I think it's important to be honest. I think Jimmy needs to be honest with himself, and I think fans need to be honest about what happened. Kyle Shanahan was at his best in this game, and he put the training wheels on the offense for Jimmy Garoppolo, and Garoppolo executed to the better than he has all season. But what we're seeing is a guy who still is a little shaky and still has some improvement to do to get back to where he was at even last year, right, Jack?
yeah, definitely. I wrote on Monday that the question that I had on Monday was, is this offense going to be sustainable? What we saw with the way.
No, they need to open it up in stages, wouldn't you say?
Correct. You say this a lot. I know it comes from Walsh, but the quarterback limits the offense. He sets the limit. Yeah. And that's really what's happening with the 49ers right now. You've got that, plus the offensive line is shaky. So you're trying to kind of work around two things, which is making it really hard.
Agree. And this was quite a limit in this game. And the fact that Shanahan could work around such a limit and still win shows how good he is. So let's go to the next play.
The last one on the bad Jimmy would be, let's go to the fourth quarter, 9:39.
Fourth quarter, 9:39. All right. This is second down. 2nd and 6. Yeah. Rams territory.
This is the play that I think this is the play that he's gonna scramble out.
Oh. Okay. So he's looking left first. He doesn't want to throw to Ayuk, who's open. Yikes. Yeah. What is he doing? Oh my God.
Actually, this is the incompletion. Yeah, that's right.
Oh no. Yeah, I saw. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Watch it again. I mean, Ayuk is just wide open, and it looks like he's the first read. What are you doing, dude?
Yeah, I got my plays mixed up. I don't understand here. He's got him wide open. He's looking right at him. It looks like he's looking right at him from the. I think this is a situation where he's covered, and he comes off of him. I don't know. Ooh. If you look at that one and you're Garoppolo, just kind of giving you an idea from a quarterback's perspective, you got to see that the guy that's covering, he's covered, yes, but if he's looking there, he's got to see that the linebacker has his back to Garoppolo. So he should know that if his man's coming in, he's going to be open behind him if he knows he's got a break in behind him. Look at the hole that he misses.
Again, though, he comes off this read instantly, and I don't know why. I mean, watch his head. The problem with this play is you can't see Ayuk from this angle, but he's looking at Ayuk, and now he gets to his back foot, and he's out. He's out right now before the left tackle is even engaged with a pass rusher. So where is Ayuk at this stage of the play? Let's see. He's like, okay, he looks away now. Yep. So he didn't even give Ayuk a chance is the problem. No, right. He rushed this read. Shanahan's talked about that, right? Going through reads too quickly.
Yeah, that's actually something that Steve Young talked about. And
yes,
I'm gonna say that my take here isn't that he's going through the read too quickly. I think before the snap, he predetermined that he wanted to try. He thought he was going to be able to get that in route behind the linebacker.
I see. So he was trying to move the defense with his eyes.
So he was trying to move the linebacker, and that's just a problem. That's a bad quarterback kind of thing that to predetermine before the play.
Right.
Because if he reads this, if he's supposed to read left to right, for example, you roll it right there. The line he should know that he's coming out. Going to come in open. In that void.
And the guy who's actually covering him has outside leverage, and this safety's not in the play. Yeah, he gave up on it too. Hey, good eye, Jack. I hadn't actually gotten to this point yet. I saw it from the press box, and my takeaway was what an awful throw to Hasty in the flat, but that wasn't even the beginning of it. Interesting.
Yeah, the Hasty part just comes at the end, and I kind of caught this one late too, mostly because I was trying to watch through most of Hasty's plays to kind of get a feel for what he had done throughout the game.
And what's interesting about this stuff, what we're seeing is, again, it's this very little to do with his ankle. Right, Jack?
Yeah, this has nothing to do with his ankle. This is all about his mental ability as a quarterback.
It's about those mentals.
Go to the next play really quick, too.
Sure.
And the reason I want to do that one is I want to get your feel for what you saw on this play.
Okay. This is the next play, 9:34, third and.
Yeah. This is the one that I thought we were looking at, which is the scramble. 6. But I want to see what you think, what you're seeing on this one.
So they bring pressure. That guy's got a free run at him. He gets rid of the ball. And that actually might have been even better than the touchdown pass. That kind of was good, Jimmy. You're trying to get to the scramble.
Yeah,
that saved the day. Yeah, that's okay. But let's fair. Let's give Jimmy his due here. I mean, like the touchdown pass, he's got this guy coming and going to hit him hard. He's been protecting himself all game. He steps into the throw, and George drops it. Again, it's perfect.
It's a little out in front of him, and he just doesn't get his hands out far enough.
Yeah.
And no, this is a good throw. Once again, though, this is a one-read throw. This is what Garoppolo does well. He's not having to look all over the place. He pretty much knows it's predetermined before the snap where the ball should be going. He gets the ball, boom, boom.
What 49ers fans can't accept about Jimmy is that he really is a one-read quarterback. He's just had the benefit of playing for Josh McDaniels and Kyle Shanahan, who generally get the first read open 75% of the time, Jack?
Yeah, most of the time.
Quite often. One-read quarterback, but when he's open, whoa, what a throw.
When we looked at, just in this film right now, when we've looked at it, his good throws were all one-read throws.
Yep, he's a one-read quarterback who isn't mobile, and that's not exactly what you want. But if you're a great, great coach like McDaniel or Shanahan, it's more than enough. Well, it may be enough. It may be enough. I don't know if it's enough to win a Super Bowl. For McDaniel, it might be. In that system, I still think Jimmy Garoppolo could be great because they predetermine so much for quarterbacks before the snap in New England. I think there's more reading during plays they have to do in San Francisco. That's the impression I get. All right, what's the next play, Jack?
Well, that's enough of the Jimmy, unless you want to look at the scramble. But the other thing I wanted to go to really quick is let's just jump to the first quarter, because I know we started with Jimmy, but this game really started off with Shanahan being creative.
Okay.
He really was dialing up he made
first play. What do you want to do?
Let's go to the second play, 14-19. This is the
real quick. Let's do the first play real quick because look. I was going on and on in my pregame press conference. You better be under center on the first freaking play. And they were. I mean, look, they go I formation, Kittle next to Trent Williams, toss to the left. Let's establish our best play right off the bat. And it works. They gain 5 yards. It's a great play. It's not flashy. It's just common sense. Good job. Okay, let's move on to the next play.
It really is. These outside runs are really what is working best for the 49ers this year. And it's partly, the offensive line's not getting a whole lot of push, so you make people run, and that's exactly what we're seeing.
Absolutely. All right, here's play 2.
This is the
This is set the tone for the whole game.
Yeah, it really did. The whole first drive was like this, really, in the first half. A nice blocking up front. Should be a short game, but Samuel does a good job realizing he's not down.
This is amazing. So in the press box, as soon as a play is over, I look down and I write down what happened, the yardage. I look down at this point, and I hear people, "Hey, play's not over. Play's not over." My goodness, I've never quite seen something like that.
It happens every once in a while, but no, I was right with you watching it on the TV.
I looked away. It's like, oh my God.
Yep.
What a player. It's too bad you can't call 10 of these a game, right?
Hey, well, they ran 5, so
yeah, they're getting there.
They ran them quite often, on Sunday night. So,
but again, we were talking a couple of weeks ago about how Shanahan could have made things as easy as possible for Nick Mullins against the Eagles. I don't want to talk about Nick Mullins, but all I'm saying is what he did in this game was call the first 4 passes were passes behind the line of scrimmage. That's perfect. That's exactly what you do. And it's interesting that he did it for his franchise quarterback, but not his backup. I really don't understand what happened the first 5 weeks of the season, but we're moving on and we're now into week 7. And it was really encouraging to see Shanahan do what we all know he can do.
I think what happened was he listened to the roundtable on our Thursday roundtable when we pretty much said that this is what they should be opening up the game with was running left, horizontally, sideline to sideline with the tosses and the receivers. Easy throws for Garoppolo on the screens, and that's really what we saw. I mean, kind of
it's perfect
a little bit here, but yeah.
I mean, we said they should come out running. I mean, all of these passes were extended runs. That's basic. This is a run. I mean, come on, they call it a pass. It should be a run.
Yes, it is.
And what's interesting is Shanahan considers these runs. So I'm sure when they're grading Jimmy Garoppolo, they don't give Jimmy a grade on this play other than carrying out the fake or something like that.
Right.
Okay, next play.
Let's go to the fourth play of the game. It's the what time is it? 13-10.
Sure. Here we go. So this is still the first drive, 2nd and 8.
Yeah. And so what this it's more of the same kind of a philosophy. Basically, this is really just using a throw to run a sweep.
Yep.
is really what it is.
And again, that's a layup for the kid, for Jimmy. Layup. Yeah.
Yep. And this, it's a sweep, screen, however you want to define it, but that's really what it is. It's just it's a extended run play with the quarterback throwing the ball out there to him. This would be like the touchdown, similar to the touchdown that IU scored against the Eagles early on.
Agree. And this is technically an RPO, right? I mean, they're reading this guy. If he goes with IU, you hand it off. I think if he commits to the running back, then you just toss it out here and you have numbers.
No, he's throwing that all the way.
He's throwing that all the way. Okay.
Yeah, because if you watch the receiver at the top of the screen is just going up the block. The inside receiver doesn't know if he just kind of turns and looks. And
okay.
Once he realizes there's no threat, he gets upfield to the second level.
Okay. Well, I like it, and it's like a clinic on how to start your game without asking your quarterback to do anything.
Yeah, no, it worked out perfect because they were able to get in a role. We're getting the playmakers all into the game at this point. It's good stuff.
The only other clip I would have shown for bad Jimmy was that miss he had early on to George Kittle, but he rebounded. So I think it's gratuitous to go over that play. He just missed it. It's just when you watch it, it's hard to fathom how he missed it, man, because God, he was 5 yards away from him.
Yeah, are you talking about the one that he threw that's just a little off to the right?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to show it, but that's the second drive, right?
Yeah, you can show that.
Okay. Garoppolo up the middle. Yeah, here it is. Let's just watch it real quick. This is the thing with Jimmy. Like, how in the world? It's the easiest throw in the world. I'm sorry. Other than the stuff that we just showed. Okay, so hold on. Let me. Okay. Here's Kittle. He's just gonna stop and turn, and that's the throw.
Yeah, no, it doesn't get any easier than this. You're 10 yards away from the guy. This is.
And if Kittle doesn't get a finger on it, that's picked. I mean, that could be a pick six. Like, what about the mechanics of what he did here led to what? It's like he aimed it. He kind of dropped his arm and pushed it a little bit.
Yeah, he has a tendency to do that sometimes. It's just a real easy throw, and it's just it's almost like it's too easy for him. So instead of just letting it go, he's guiding the ball out there.
Guiding it. That is exactly what I would call it. And it's funny, when I tweeted that Jimmy did this, a lot of people were like, that's a drop. You got to catch that. I'm sorry, dude. That's a 5-yard throw. You got to make that. But the thing is that he was jittery early in the game. He rebounded and made some much, much more difficult throws later on. So I just wanted to show that. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
My goodness. Okay.
One more real quick one. Let's do one more on Jimmy really quick since we're back.
Sure.
Let's go to 151 of the second. 151
second. I know we're trying to be nice. Like maybe we shouldn't keep. But okay, let's do it. All right. No, you're right. Let's do the touchdown because that was interesting too. When I was going through the first half, I put this play in the good Jimmy section, but you have a different interpretation, and it's fascinating. So let's show the people what happened. This is the touchdown pass to Ayuk, and Ayuk is right here.
Yeah, I put this one. I don't say good Jimmy, bad Jimmy. This is a lucky Jimmy play.
Lucky Jimmy. I like that.
And the reason that he's lucky is this ball should be out right now. And by the time he sets the throw to Ayuk, it's just late. He's lucky. If you watch this one from the end zone, you see why he's able to make the throw. For whatever reason, the Rams linebacker stopped. He's on his way there. He stops right there.
Yeah, right there.
And that's what leaves the window open for him.
Right. If the linebacker had just continued to go, be picked.
Yep. Yeah, so as a defensive coach, if you're talking to that linebacker, you're asking, why are you not getting over to number 3?
Yeah. Why'd you stop?
Yeah, he should just be coming across, and he should have been picking this off.
So we talk about Jimmy Garoppolo predetermining throws.
Yeah,
the first read was born.
Yeah, go back to that go to the end zone view. Mm-hmm. You can see the linebacker. He's going to be there, and all of a sudden you'll see him plant his foot.
59
right here.
Yeah,
see that?
What made him hesitate? You think Jimmy was going to scramble?
Yeah, and there's nothing from Garoppolo to make him stop because Garoppolo's head's looking to the right the whole way.
Is it 31? Did he think 31 was going to leak out? Was that his guy? It must have been his guy. So he's trying to have eyes on 31, and I don't know what in the world. No, I can't tell you, man. I have no idea.
I can't either. But
I have no idea.
This is a lucky
kid gets
throw.
so lucky.
Just from a standpoint of the timing being off.
Well, let's look at what Jimmy did. Enough of the linebacker because he's really screwed up. But again, we talk about him being a one-read quarterback. The first read is Kendrick Bourne. He's looking at him all the way. And when he's not open, there's not a seamless transition to the next read, basically. It's where do I go? Oh, yeah, it's Ayuk. And now it's a beat late. And nice throw, but yeah, interesting.
And when you're watching this, it should be so easy because 41 runs and it should just boom, that ball should be out. You shouldn't. I mean, he should be looking. His shoulder should be there. It should be a much quicker throw.
So I think what we're saying is it may not look as good against the Patriots if he's still doing stuff like this. The Patriots defense philosophy is going to be exactly like what the Dolphins were. They're going to bring more pressure, and he's going to have to make quick decisions.
Yeah.
And be right.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. What's next?
So, and then as far as the offense, just finishing off, I wanted to go to a couple of Mostert's carries because he's just such a good running back.
Yes.
For a guy,
I have some Mostert stuff too. If you don't get the ones that I was thinking of, yeah, he's great. Which one?
Let's go to 920 in the first.
Yes, that's the one I had. I love this guy. I think he has 6 yards after contact here.
Yeah, he just puts his head down and just runs through this guy.
All right. You read it. I'm not going to talk. You go. So, here we go.
It's just the power that he runs with because he gets out there. This should be a 1 yard gain.
Yep.
You know, it's not blocked out very well. He's got 3 Rams. This is a great defensive play, but no.
So there's the initial contact at the 13, right?
Yeah, he's going to carry him to about the 20.
Yeah. Look at this guy, man.
You know,
I was a gunner on special teams. Whoa.
Yeah.
And he couldn't run like that 2 years ago.
You know, he's just so strong. Kind of, last week I kind of said he reminds me a little bit of Earl Campbell from the old days, but you know, he's just got such speed and power.
Yeah, here's an athlete who has gotten so much more athletic since college. He's really, really dedicated to working out and improving. And man, he's like the most athletic player on the field now when he's healthy.
Yeah. Oh, you know, he's extremely.
Oh,
yep.
Fast, strong. I mean, everything you want. A good route runner. Okay, the only thing he hasn't shown the ability to do is stay healthy through a big time workload.
Yeah, that's really what we saw with the guy that he replaced, Breida, correct?
True.
Very much the same thing. Just not able to stay healthy.
He's like a super Breida in that sense, but a Breida nonetheless.
Oh, he's better than Breida, but
no doubt.
But it's just that ability to stay healthy is where I'm comparing the two.
Yeah. All right. What's next?
The other one from him is at 7:05 in the second quarter.
Okay, let's check it out.
This play doesn't count, but it's a hell of a run.
Ayuk.
Yeah.
With the holding. Okay, 2nd and 8. Let's check it out from the end zone. Hold on. Sorry about that. Let's start.
Oh, you're good.
Okay. Running away from Kittle. That's interesting. I formation. Oh, nice block there from Trent Williams.
The hole definitely helps him, but that linebacker gets to the hole and that stiff arm. I mean, he bounces the guy off like a basketball. That's, you know.
My God. Yeah, really, the hole wasn't – he bounced it out. I mean, Trent Williams did a good job, but it's not there. It's defended well. And
the linebacker does a good job of running the alley right there.
Yeah.
And so now it's up to the back to make a play. And look at that. I mean, he just dribbles his head off the ground.
Man, I can't wait for this guy to come back because I'm not a Niner fan, but I'm a fan of watching Raheem Mostert play football, and he makes the Niners so much better than when he's not on the field.
He's a stud. The Niners are really going to miss him over the next 3 or 4 weeks, however long he's out.
59 thought he was going to get him. At this point, 59's thinking, I got this guy. I mean,
oh, yeah. He's like, I'm going to make a big play. I'm going to jump up and start dancing. And right now he's wondering, what just hit me? Yeah, exactly.
God, that wasn't in the scouting report.
Right, exactly. So
good call, Jack. All right,
good stuff. So that's what I had for the offense.
Okay.
If we jump over to the defense real quick, I wanted to go through. Let's go to 3:18 of the third quarter.
Okay. 3:18 third quarter. All right. 2nd and goal at the 1.
This is the Dre Greenlaw tackle.
He is just so clutch. I swear to God.
Yeah, this is a great play, and I know that the love is for Greenlaw because he makes the tackle. But when you watch this play gets started first off by Hyder right here. Hyder forces him to stay wide. Now you've got the safety coming through, and both of them are forcing him to take this wider than he wants to.
Yeah.
They're spilling it out, which is allowing Mosley to come over and be the hero.
Yeah.
That's
I just
what
think it's so funny how Greenlaw is constantly making tackles at the goal line. This guy is unreal.
Yeah. Oh, he's really good. He's a great sideline to sideline player.
Yes.
He's doing a good job of mirroring the back across, and right here he knows he's got the play, and he explodes up and knocks him out of bounds.
I got something controversial to say, or maybe something just mean to say that I can't prove, but Quan Alexander wouldn't make this play. He would have got blocked. He would have gotten outflanked to the sideline. He's always getting outflanked to the sideline. So
no, I don't think that's mean at all. I think that's pretty accurate because when you they're far better with 57 in the game.
I gotta say, 57 and 54 is an elite nickel linebacker duo. Those two can do everything. What do you need Quan for?
You really don't. You really don't. For the amount of time, here we are, another game without Quan. The defense plays just fine for the majority of the game. We saw that last year. For what they get out of that position, it's a good to have, but it's for the amount of money they're paying him. There's no need to keep him back next year if they're struggling.
He wins that collision too.
Yeah,
nothing after contact. Get out of bounds. Yeah, beautiful. Love that guy. All right, what's next?
The next play is going to be 2 plays later. It's going to be at 2:39 of the third.
Okay. I do it through the search function and not the game one, because when you move your cursor in the game one, like things pop up. I don't like it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I have noticed that.
I don't like that. All right.
Yeah. So this is going to be, they've just made the nice stop by Greenlaw. We get the drop from Cup, and then this is the play that saves the day.
Ooh.
4th down. Terrific job by Verrett. Oh, you went to the next play instead, but
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I went to the wrong play. Real quick, this is interesting because you alluded to this earlier. It was the throw that Jimmy didn't make. So real quick, let's just compare the throws.
Yeah.
And then I'll go back. Sorry about that.
That's fine. No, you're good.
It's the same play.
It's almost the same exact play. Remember, these guys run the same offense. So it's basically the same play with a little bit of, it's same concept.
Same concept, correct. Different formation or whatever.
Yeah.
But better throw and an even better play by Mosley at the end, who is clutch until he isn't, I guess.
This ball's in perfect placement, and he just dropped it. This is just a flat-out drop. Mosley.
Yeah, good point.
Mosley does, he's because of where the ball is, Mosley can't make a play. That was really kind of the point I was
making. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, and the thing about Jared Goff is he kind of stinks, but he really can throw well when he has space. So let me get that play. So I went to the wrong one. We're going where?
Oh, it was the next play after that one. You just
the interception.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The Verrett interception.
Yeah, got it. And this guy has really made the defense so much better. Okay, Brett's at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, he really is. He's been a revelation now that he's healthy. He does a good job. He's on his man. He sees the ball's going behind him, and he just drops back and plays.
Oh,
this is just a football player. This has nothing to do with anything other than being just a football player.
Right, because he's covering this guy in the flat at first, and then he reads the quarterback's eyes and drops here.
Yep. He's reading it. He sees the ball coming out. He gets off his man and drops back and makes it. I
kind of remember. It reminds me of that pick that Jimmy Garoppolo threw in Minnesota in 2018. I think he was targeting Pierre Garçon, and then Mike Hughes came up and caught it, just kind of like that. I don't know if you remember it, but great play.
Yeah,
hell of a play.
Yeah, no, this guy. I tell you what, this is another one of those situations. We're talking about Quan, but with Sherman's contract coming up next year, if Verrett's able to be healthy, this is the guy you go with.
No doubt. And what's interesting is if Sherman can ever come back this year, you have 2 corners on the team who can intercept the ball, take the ball away, and 2 corners that maybe quarterbacks wouldn't feel particularly comfortable testing very often, because you might get them a couple of times, but that third target could be picked. So all of a sudden, the secondary could be a strength for the 49ers. I feel like I'm living in a bizarre world, Jack.
Well, it really, when you look at this defense really quick, is just if we talk through it, when you look at, and I know we're talking about a lot about injuries, right? Mm-hmm. But the good thing is Verrett has filled in and made the loss of Sherman almost nothing.
He's been better than Sherman so far.
Yeah, he has. The only real guy that they're missing is Bosa.
That's true.
On the defense.
Because the pass rush really hasn't been there, and they're having to manufacture things and win with coverage and all this.
Yeah,
they're rushing Dre Greenlaw here.
Yeah, because Ford was a loss, but Ford didn't play a whole lot last year.
Yeah.
Losing Thomas is nothing, really. I mean, he's a
Really,
guys like him, I guess.
No, it's actually not to be mean, but it's better because it forces them to play other guys who weren't drafted ahead of him, like Kevin Givens, who are better than him.
Yeah, Kevin Givens and
I wonder if it's like Saleh doesn't know who the best players on his defense is, or he feels pressured by all like the politics and the contracts to play the people that his superiors have invested in. I would love to know the answer to that. We'll never ever know.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of it that has to do. I think of the guys that you're drafting, you're using stock and capital on them. It's kind of like college. In college, the guys that are the scholarship guys are going to get way more chances than anybody else.
And Solomon Thomas making a whole lot more money than Robert Saleh, I guess. Who is Saleh to bench him? Right?
That's true. That's true.
All right, who's next?
The last one was 9:35 of the third.
Okay, 9:35 of the third. Here we go.
After this one, if you have a good play that you'd like to show just to kind of round it out, we can do that because this isn't a good one.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I can get one for us. So this is third down.
I'm not sure the down.
Is this the incomplete pass to Kupp that should have been?
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
All right. This is lucky Niners, right?
This is lucky Niners. This is a blown coverage by Tart. I don't know what he's doing. They're in cover 2 here.
Tart's here?
Yes.
They're in cover 2? The Niners run cover 2?
They're in cover 2 if you watch the way that this unfolds.
Wow.
Because you've got, if you just pause it for a second.
Okay.
What happens is if you go back to let's go back to the pre-snap read just to kind of.
Okay. Okay.
So it's cover 2 as you see the play unfold. It's going to be cover 2. One of the things is you've got Jimmy Ward on the top. If you're playing cover 2, when you have 3 receivers on one side like they do here, he's got to split the outside receiver, but his other read is going to be number 3 to his right side. So the furthermost inside. So as this play starts to unfold, you'll see Ward stop. He really kind of doesn't drop. And that's because he's keying the guy coming across. So he's going to take that away. It's a cover 2 carry, I guess maybe is the way you would explain it, because the corners are going to carry the receivers.
Yeah, because they're both in a man while the rest are in a zone. Look, okay, fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough.
It's definitely too deep.
Okay, definitely. Yes.
And this is the second week in a row now where we've seen this happen with Tart, where he just kind of gets caught with his feet flat-footed. He did it on the first pass play of the game as well. You see, he's not dropping, and by the time he turns to run and turns his hips, he's deep. Niners get a break here because it's just a really bad thrown ball. What is
Jamar Taylor's responsibility on this play?
Well, if they're in cover 2, like I'm thinking, he's really looking. He has. What happens here is because the number 3 is going inside, he has nobody to
cover.
So his job is to kind of gain depth.
I see. So both of them kind of get smoked on this play,
right? To an extent, yes. But it's not as bad on him because the fact
he's already
over. He should be having help from the inside.
Big time.
If this ball's coming out, he should be able to be there to make the play.
That is a really strange coverage. I don't understand defense nearly as well as I understand offense. That is interesting.
This is
could be 2-man, although with like some type of pattern matching. I don't know. I don't know because he's not covering anyone man to man.
No,
Greenlaw is. I just don't know, Jack.
It's definitely a 2 deep. And the way that I saw it, and I could be wrong, maybe someone like Crocker or somebody like that who's played at a higher level on the defensive side than me might change it. But the way that I'm reading reading what's happening from the linebacker standpoint is I'm seeing this as 2.
Okay, fair enough. But let's the relevant point is that Jared Goff missed this throw. I mean, God.
Yeah, he's got.
If Jimmy Garoppolo missed his throw, we would crush him, Jack.
Oh, totally. No, totally.
Crush him.
Yep.
God.
This is one that Fitzpatrick didn't miss.
No. Yeah, good point. Let's check out the pass rush real quick. Because I never noticed Javon Kinlaw. I'm sorry, dude. This guy, he may be a good player, but I'm starting to feel like he definitely wasn't worth a first round pick. I mean, also, who's just falling down? Is that Armstead? That's classic Armstead. Is it not Armstead? Oh, is it maybe it's Hyder? No, it's Hyder.
Yeah, it's
Hyder. They try so hard, and I respect that. Coming in hot. At least he's not. Goff isn't going anywhere. And actually, by diving at his feet is maybe the reason that Goff missed his throw.
Yeah, he kind of made him move a little bit off of that spot right.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Because if Goff has no one around him, he actually can make the throw. He did the little jump to the side move and stepped on the off. You see that?
Yeah.
He stepped on the foot.
Yeah.
So really, Andrew Whitworth gets the PBU on this play.
There you go.
Nice. All right. Oh, he almost he could have hurt his ankle on that one. Oh, yeah. I feel so bad for him. Who should we finish out on? Let me check real quick. Something good. Oh, let's give Daniel Brunskill some love. I mean, seriously, this guy was going up against Aaron Donald and did a pretty good job. So I have 3 clips, and not all of them are from not all of them are him going against Donald, but the first one is. Let's just do the first one.
Yeah,
because Brunskill stepped the hell up.
Yeah, he had some really good blocks in pass protection. I was kind of hard on I wasn't really hard on them, but I just kind of got a chuckle out of McGlinchey's comment after the game. But they did do a good job up front when called upon with their pass.
I didn't like McGlinchey's comment because it's like, dude, why don't you, instead of talking about yourself, why don't you say Daniel Brunskill was great? That's what Richard Sherman would have done. Richard Sherman always uses his platform to talk about all his teammates. Anyway, enough of McGlinchey. So, and this is the touchdown on the first drive of the game, I believe. I don't know. The one to Debo.
Yep.
And I felt like watch this block from Brunskill. He needs, this isn't basically, it's outside zone blocking. He needs to reach and run around 99. So the goal here is to get outside Aaron Donald and get his helmet on this side, right? That's the way I see him coach it in practice. Yeah, it's a hard block. Honestly, really it's the hardest block you could possibly have for a guard against a 3 technique. Aaron Donald, hey, go get outside Aaron Donald.
No, you're totally correct. And but as real quick before you hit play, stop.
Yep.
You're right there. That's fine. What you're going to see is he gets help here, though. Watch what happens. Watch what McGlinchey does. McGlinchey doesn't make a huge block, but he does just enough.
And then he goes to the second level.
Yep. To allow. So
that helps, gives him an angle.
Yeah.
And then now he just finishes the play, turns him. It's like a screen in basketball.
No, it's perfect. It's a really good block. They've got and he reads it and goes. But that's a really good job. I talk a lot when I'm getting on the offensive line about early in the season about their blocking, about how they don't work well as a unit sometimes, and that's why they're not running well. But this is one where you see, McGlinchey's block here is what really keeps 99 from being able to get sideways.
True. I mean, if McGlinchey doesn't get a piece of Amir, Brunskill has no chance.
Right.
So McGlinchey does a good job too. Okay, good call, Jack. See, that's why I like running these plays by you too, because you often see things I don't. Let's stick with Brunskill real quick though, because I think he was one of the MVPs of the game. I got 2 more. 5:02 first quarter. This is not him against Aaron Donald, but it's still a good play, and it's right after he'd committed a holding penalty. So he needed a little bit of redemption, and he gets it. Let's check it out from this angle. I forget exactly what happens, but he's on your right here, going against 97, who I don't know who that is. Right. Again, outside. It's just a toss to the outside, and this time, does he get help? No, he just really gets out there. And again, at this point, you gotta turn him, and it's like setting a screen in basketball. He's not going to turn him exactly, but now he's just going to push him out, keep him running. It's perfect.
That's exactly what he's taught to do. Get his head on the outside and just keep him running, so that the back can make his cut off of him.
I mean, this guy was like the worst player on the team through the first 5 games, and he really rose up in a must-win game.
Yeah, he played really well.
Yeah, I mean, he got outflanked, and then perfect. You just keep pushing him, create the cutback lane. Love it. One more, last one. It's second quarter, 8:22, 2nd and 2. I like when I'm watching, like, wait, I got to go back and watch Brunskill. I got to give Brunskill his due. Wait, he did something good.
Yeah, totally. Offensive line play is really fun to watch when you really zero into it, because it's just such a choreographed maneuvering all the time.
I totally agree. And you don't get to really any feel for it during the game. It's too fast and the angle's terrible. So why did here again, he's going up against Donald, and they're going to run right at Donald. Hold on. What am I tripping here? He just turned someone. I guess it wasn't the greatest play. I guess it is Donald. So did Donald start off? Where is this? So Donald's here?
Yeah, the man that he's going to block is starting off over McGlinchey.
Right. And Donald's going to do the thing where he jumps like 8 gaps and goes over here. And then Brunskill just calmly turns him to the side and rides him through and creates a little bit of a lane for a 5-yard gain. I mean, he didn't physically dominate Aaron Donald, but got the best of him. And I wanted to give him some props.
Yeah, he jumped inside, and That play reminds me a lot of if you go back to when Harbaugh was with the Niners, when they played that game, if you remember when they played against Sue in Detroit, and he kept dropping, and they just kept
trapping
those traps at him.
Yeah,
that's really what's happening here. He's jumping inside and taking himself out of the play. But, between McGlinchey and Brunskill, they do a good job there of pinning him inside, and then McGlinchey gets up to the second level.
When ESPN or whatever it was said that Aaron Donald's a bad run defender, this is what they're talking about. He's a great player, but he doesn't always stick to the script. He'll jump, he'll vacate gaps, and you live with it because he makes more good plays than bad plays. But this is what they're talking about.
Right. Yeah, he guesses at times.
Yes, absolutely. And I think he plays the pass like every down, no matter what's going on.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got. That's all I got. I think we can end it there. That was cool. That was fun. That was a good job. So every Tuesday, Jack and I will be going over the plays that Jack was most intrigued by. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got 450 people watching. So I think we got some nerds in attendance. So I hope you guys learned. I did. Thanks, Jack.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Jack, I'll see you soon.
All right.
Thursday, with the roundtable. See you.
There you go.
All right, take care.